You're still listening to Kumbang channel and this is KT News. Macau will only consider waiving its current 14-day quarantine on arrival for people traveling from Hong Kong if the neighboring SAR has no local COVID-19 infection cases for 14 consecutive days, Macau Chief Executive Ho Yat-seng said recently. Currently, Hong Kong residents that wish to travel out of Hong Kong to Macau are still subject to Macau's 14-day quarantine on arrival that has to be completed at a venue designated by the Macau government. They must also have a certificate for a negative test result for COVID-19 infection, GGR Asia reported on the 18th of November. In order to waive the quarantine requirement for arrivals from Hong Kong, the city has to be qualified as a low-risk region as defined by China's COVID-19 prevention standards, according to the local chief executive, who also added such arrivals would still need to submit a negative test certificate, as pointed out by the GGR Asia's report. Meanwhile, Hong Kong is said to be facing the fourth wave of COVID-19 infections, with the number of cases spiking again, up to over 90 cases over the past few days, forcing the Hong Kong government to ban pupils from primary 3 and below from attending school. They are now back to online study, according to some media reports in Hong Kong. This surge in COVID-19 cases has also led to the Hong Kong-Singapore travel bubble, initially set to begin today, getting postponed for at least 2 weeks. In addition, many migrant workers, including Indonesian and Filipino domestic helpers, are reportedly not allowed by their employers to have their weekly day off amid concerns of exposure to crowds. The Tap Seak Craft Market kicked off on Friday. Organized by the Cultural Affairs Bureau, IC, the event is being held at Praça do Tap Seak for 2 consecutive weekends, from Friday through today, and it will continue next Friday until Sunday next week. All are welcome to participate and enjoy the cultural and artistic atmosphere while shopping for their favorite cultural and creative products, a statement from the Bureau points out. The market features 110 booths operated by cultural and creative practitioners from the mainland and Macau, and are open from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. next Friday, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. And that means the craft market is still open as we are reporting this now. It will also close at 10 p.m. tonight. Meanwhile, Macau News and the Macau Post Daily both reported that in order to safeguard the participants' and visitors' health, the Cultural Affairs Bureau will follow the anti-epidemic guidelines of the Health Bureau, SSM, and take relevant anti-COVID-19 measures for anyone entering the market, the same statement said. Everyone at the market must wear a face mask, have his or her body temperature checked before entering the venue, and present their updated health code. Anyone with a fever or respiratory symptoms is not allowed to enter the market, and the number of people admitted to the venue will be restricted, the statement said, adding that admissions will be suspended in case of overcrowding. The statement also called for social distancing of at least 1 meter, as reported by Macau News and MPD. And for tonight's Flash News, this year's Macau Food Festival was launched on the 13th of November and will run until the 29th of this month. The 17-day Food Fest is held at the usual place, right in front of the Macau Tower. It is open from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. on weekdays and from 3 p.m. to midnight on weekends. The 2020 Macau Grand Prix concluded today. For the first time in 37 years, the annual event did not include a Formula 3 race of any form. This year's MotoGP was also axed due to the strict quarantine regulations as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. And for the weather in Macau, it will be sunny throughout this coming week, with some clouds tomorrow and Tuesday. Local temperature this week is predicted to range from 18 to 27 degrees Celsius. It might get a bit chilly on Sunday next week, as the lowest temperature might hit 16 degrees Celsius. Looks like winter is really just around the corner. For more information about the local weather, visit www.smg.gov.mo. That's all for tonight's KT News. Back to our music. See ya. Alive. Continue to listen to Kumbang channel. Kumbang, kumpul bareng yo.